Today we've got two 90-pound bikes and we're gonna take them on the hardest Jeep trail in San Diego.
We got our hands on the brand new Bandit II electric motorbike. If you're not familiar with this bike, it's a competitor to the Super73. We intend to review it with an adventure.
Is this an e-bike or an electric motorcycle?
An electric motorcycle.
You said that so fast.
Best use case for the Bandit is probably a bike to kind of putz around town, grab a coffee, something like that, or stereotypically a junior high school kid commuting into school. Now the company knows this, and they have this odd moment in their promo.
A bench seat electric motorbike that you can ride on or off roads with no license and no registration.
As Alex and I are not in middle school, we were looking for a different type of adventure.
Don't let roads confine you. The Bandit's 4-inch tires can conquer any terrain.
Challenge accepted. Alex found a 16-mile 4x4 trail, which typically sees vehicles like these. We're confident we can get our Bandits through this terrain. And so with that, we started one town over in order to get a feel for asphalt before we transferred onto the dirt. And the first 7 miles before we got to the trailhead were a lot of fun. We were having so much fun on the downhill that we actually overshot our turnoff, but quickly recovered and got onto the dirt trail. Oriflame is pretty straightforward. 2 uphills, 2 downhills, 16 miles. The immediate concern was getting up this steep uphill. Between the rider, myself, the bike, and all the extra gear we had to bring, Alex and I each had a setup that weighed in at around 275 pounds. That is a lot of weight for an electric motor to push you uphill. This is the most surprising thing about the bike. It did exceptional uphill. This uphill was one of the highlights of the trip. We cruised right on it. There is a trade-off to all of that power. We lost 40 to 60% of battery in that first uphill. I have never seen you in this state before of just...
Well, dying so fast.
Alex and I were legitimately talking about escape options for the trail. Ultimately, though, we thought through it and felt like we could find a solution. So our decision was to press on. The downhill was, in fact, both steep and technical. It was very challenging for Alex and I. Alex is a phenomenal bike rider. And I saw him hit the ground several times. The challenge with the bike is its momentum. It is a 90-pound bike, and so you have to set it on your intended line before you encounter the obstacle. There is no opportunity to recover.
I like perfectly on the camera.
The most common complaint about this bike are surrounding the brakes. It's mechanical disc brakes instead of hydraulic disc brakes. It means it's a lower quality brake. They don't stop as well, which is really odd considering the bike is 90 pounds. This is the one upgrade that I do think I would do, or at least consider doing with the bike. Having a real high quality hydraulic disc brake would give you peace of mind. We took a moment to regroup at the bottom of the hill and prepare ourselves for the final off-road uphill. The bikes were running low on battery and could no longer output the power, so we were kind of limping along. All day we were having trouble with the bikes. They would error out on you, and when they errored, there was no throttle.
Me and Eric are having some trouble with the bikes. They keep giving us error codes, but we're getting up the hill. We're about 20% of the way up the hill.
Air 25. How we doing on this uphill?
Not. We're like hardly there.
Really?
Yeah.
Back in business, baby.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Dude, this is great technique.
The bikes are like pretty much dead.
100 degrees about. Feels about right.
It is precisely 100.
I like that it's triple digits.
Yeah.
You know,
now we have like something to talk about too.
if it was 99 degrees, I would feel
Like whatever.
cheated.
We waited as long as possible to swap our battery packs out in order to preserve power so that we could make it up that final on-road 7 miles of uphill. After getting to the top of the hill, we enjoyed one final downhill, which was amazing to end Oriflamme Trail. The final uphill was a casual victory lap back because we had saved so much battery. And we grabbed some sandwiches in town. Thanks for riding with me. Till next time.